Yeah, it's that side they ain't ready for. We build dogs, not fairy tales. Shogun standing tall, boy, you build brittle. We build different. We run dogs, we don't run mouth, boy, we build different. You bark loud, but your yard look missing. Cloud chase broke, we built different. Built different. Our fam name ring while yours just whispering. Work show loud, y'all just post fiction. This for the real ones, we built different. Talk big online, but your collar still loose. No scars on your boots, boy, who you fooling? Papers look funny, dog acting moody. We raise real hounds, y'all posting for the movies. Big hill grind, elevated song rocking. PBK hustle non-stop, bulldogging. Catch guard on deck, big dogs, no jogging. Schoolboy teaching while y'all just blogging. Facts. We build different. We run dogs, we don't run mouth, boy, we build different. You bark loud, but your yard look missing. Cloud chase broke, we build different. Build different. Our fam name ring while yours just whispering. Work show loud, y'all just post fiction. This for the real ones, we built different. Dickie Foster in the trenches, never late. Never. Pyrex got that flame, pure weight. Straight cook. MKM bottom solid, still no flake. Quick C, no gimmicks, real plates. Mike Dan stay pushing that game. When Moon hit the yard, it's no lane. Indoor stay hunting real frame. Show enough certified, no shame. Vernon Star lighted up, pure flame. Hemi James torque heavy in the lane. Fake ones stay out the frame. Stay out the frame. Fake ones stay out the frame. Stay out. Workman speaking, name been breathing. Fake love leave quick, real ones keep building. Morning talk running laps while you sleeping. Loyalty crown, Shogun still leading. We build different. We run dogs, we don't run mouth, boy, we build different. You bark loud, but your yard look missing. Cloud chase broke, we built different. Built different. Our fam name ring while yours just whispering. Loud, y'all just post fiction. This for the real ones, we built different. Real certified. Only the real gon' recognize the real. Only the workers gon' respect the work. Shogun, I am in it. No frauds, no flakes. Either you built or you broke, choose up.
Yo, what
what's
it do?
happening? Good morning, man. It is Monday, April 21st, 2025. What's happening, Dre?
Man, shoot, bro, you already know, man. I can't call it, might spoil it. What's good with you, big guy?
Already, man. You know what it is, man. Man, it's a new day, man. Every day Monday. Today Monday, but every day's Monday for
Every
Big
day
A,
Monday,
man.
every day at work day, man. Every day at work.
Yeah, man. So what's going on?
Man, big A, you know what I'm saying, man. I was out there trying to get another breeding done this morning, man. But we grinding, man. We digress, man. Let's go ahead and break it down for him. For those of y'all who are new to the channel, man, our topic of today is built, not bought. Why yard work outshines pedigree.
Yeah, man. Let's jump to the chat real quick, man.
Yes,
What's
sir.
happening?
Yes,
Dickie
sir.
Foster. Dickie Foster. Man. With the 2 piece.
Hey.
Bow. He trying to hit us with the yeah. The 2 haymakers. Bow, bow. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a combo. It was 2 separate haymakers, man.
For sure.
Supreme. What's happening, man?
Supreme up in the building.
Yeah, hard finish, man.
What
hard
up?
Finish. Yes, sir. What's going on?
Oh, Mike Dan.
Yeah.
Mike Dan, dog man.
Yeah, Mike Dan with the plan. Yeah.
Bobby did your
Yes, sir.
child. What you do, big dog?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Brother Tim Hendricks in the building.
Hey, what's going down, man?
Yeah. This is built, not bought.
Quick.
Yeah.
Hey, School. They in here, man.
School Craft Kennels in the building. What's good, big dog? Salute.
Yeah, City Boys.
Dickie said, you gonna let him about a 99 super chat. Man, look, man. Dickie, man, you all right, man. You and if you never bought another super chat again, man, Dickie, you done paid up, man. You're an early investor, bro. Salute.
Yeah, man.
Mike Dan said his puppy's got him on another schedule. Man, Mike Dan, I'm trying to get like you.
Yeah,
sir,
real.
Sir.
Oh, you will be. Careful what you ask for. Yeah, man. But let's jump to the quote of the day, man. Legacy isn't bought. It's built in the mud, man. It's built in the mud, man. So with that being said, let's talk about the new dog nutrition facts.
All right, kick it out, brother.
Okay. Raw food versus kibble. Ooh, which one shows faster results in the yard? Which one you think, Dre?
All right, that's you put me in a quandary. So for getting them lean and fit, I would say the raw. I like what the raw does for my dogs, man. But weight maintenance is significantly cheaper and faster with kibble for me. You know, what y'all think about that?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Let's see. I definitely I've had one small experience really going in with raw, man. I've never really done raw until recently,
Yeah.
But let's jump into it though. You know what I'm saying? Okay, raw food versus kibble. Which one shows faster results in the yard? Raw food or, barf diet. What is barf diet? Biologically appropriate raw food for people who don't know. That's what barf means. Okay. Faster physical changes. Dogs fed a proper raw diet often show quicker results in terms of muscle tone, coat quality, energy levels, and overall vitality, sometimes within 2 to 4 weeks. Lean muscle gain. High quality raw meats like beef, chicken, turkey, organ meats paired with bones, vegetable fuel, lean, functional muscle growth, critical for road work, slap meal, flirt pose sessions, and natural conditioning. Cleaner gut and digestion. A raw diet reduces inflammation and waste, less bloating, tighter stools, and better nutrient absorption, meaning the dog uses what it eats more efficiently. Performance edge. Because you're cutting off fillers, grains, excessive carbs, synthetic additives, your dog stays lighter on his feet with natural stamina. Crucial for yard work and show prep. Downside must be properly calcium phosphorus ratio organ muscle ratio. Requires dedication to sourcing clean pathogen free meat. Can be more expensive and time consuming if not done in bulk. Now let's break down the kibble. Kibble, pretty much your commercial dry food. Slow but steady results. Good quality kibble, no corn, wheat, soy filters, can still get you results, but it usually takes 6 to 8 weeks before you notice major shifts in coat, energy, and body condition. Convenience factor. It's easier, faster, and often cheaper, especially for big yards or busy schedules. Consistency. Properly stored kibble maintains its nutrients over time where areas raw can spoil if mishandled. Modern formulations. Some higher end kibbles now add joint support, probiotics, and high protein content, giving working dogs a better chance at maintaining condition. But it's still not as good as alive as raw food. Downside. Kibble often uses heat processing, which destroys many natural enzymes and nutrients. Cheap kibble. cheap results. Excess fillers lead to more waste, slower recovery, and softer muscle development. Bottom line, if you're serious about fast, visible improvements, go raw or raw kibble combo. If you need ease and affordability for a larger kennel, premium kibble combined with conditioning work. You know, yeah, and that's your nutrition tips for the day.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate that, man. Big salute to Big A, man, for the research and the development department, man. Salute
Yes,
to my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dog Man TV in the building, man. Salute, man. Hey, look,
Hey.
bro. You and J-Bo gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all be blowing my head up too much, man. I'm young and full of ego, man. Y'all can't be saying my name too often, man. Not too much. But on the topic of raw versus kibble, man. Personal experience. I was against raw because I thought it was a fan thing, man. When I first heard about it, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was a fan thing. It's like people just do this to sound cool, you know. And then I went to Apache, you know, to get ready for my first ever in-person, you know, confirmation show. And he walked me through the process of converting through and using a raw diet, man. And I'm a changed man now, man. I'm a changed man now, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it was big, man. And then, so what I did notice was like a Heart and Finish saying, man, like it was way easier to clean up on the yard, man. The food was more firm, smaller amounts. They would digest the food faster. So if I needed to kennel them, you know what I'm saying, take them out the chain setup and kennel them, man, like they would eat it, digest it, kick it out, you know, before I even went to work, man. So that was nice, man. That was nice. Konnichiwa, Himi James. Konnichiwa. And Mike Dan said they love dragging him. It's all good. And Big T said he not getting a notification, man. It's not even showing the red ring on YouTube. Hey, look, man, that is a prime example of like a real life shadow band, man. Because we're definitely live, and we even went live this morning and played a longer intro. You know what I'm saying, to allow it to get in the algorithm, man. So, but y'all know what time it is, man. Every morning at 4:30, we live Pacific time. That's 7:30 East Coast time, and 6:30 Central, I think, and 5:30 Mountain. So. Definitely, man. Y'all share, because this is a grassroots movement, and you know what I'm saying. Just like that, just like going from that kibble to that raw, man. You got to build it up little by little, bit of that tolerance, little by little, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So, let's get into this good old pedigree talk, man.
Yeah, okay.
Man, we always seem to come back to this. Yeah, man. Let me see. Okay, let's break down the limits of relying on papers alone, man.
Okay, let's break it down.
Let's break it down.
You want to cook up? You want to start off, or you want me to start off?
Well, I can say this. I know a lot of people that could care less about papers entirely, and then I know people on the other side, man. So at the end of the day, I think it just comes with a name, for whatever that's worth.
Yeah. So with the my ideology is this, man. Papers lineage can only do so much, man. In dogs and human beings, man. Like it's just what I would consider common sense. For example, okay, I want to say Yao Ming's mom and dad were both over 6'8". I think his mom was like 6'8", 6'9", and his dad was like 6'10". So they ended up producing 7'6" Yao Ming, right? In his pedigree, in his direct descendants, they were tall, so they made a tall person, right? And I believe that's very, very common with the ideology behind breeding animals in comparison to breeding humans. If you take two decently working dogs to do whatever work is you're trying to accomplish to put them together, man, probability is at least one offspring will have some of the qualities of the parents, man. So when you talk about the pedigree, man, the paper is it's just a roadmap to see further back. Like if you look at a lot of people's genealogy, they can't go further back than their grandparents, as far as knowing what's behind them. So they don't know their statutes and limitations. And I think that's a I think that's where the pedigree comes in to help you, but it's just a guide. It's not definitive by any means. It's just a guide, and that's if it's even accurate, you know. But
Would you
go ahead.
would you say it's um let me see, how can I say it, like um at the not at the source, but like a dictionary to the trait to line up the traits?
I would say it's more like a farmer's almanac.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's more like an almanac, man. Dictionary is very definitive, you know.
Okay.
Whereas the
Yeah.
almanac is, you know, you got to plant the seeds right on this date, you know, but if you don't know,
Yeah.
what the seeds you planting, man, no matter what day you plant them on, you know what I'm saying? You plant them, ain't put no water out there, man. That's you know what I'm saying, a long day, you know. It'll be a long
Yeah.
day. Long day waiting for nothing to grow.
Yeah, man. So how can I put it, man? Let me see. You know, how can your dog, well, I mean, how can your work, you know, the work you put on your line on your yard outshine the paperwork from yard to yard?
Well, if I never posted my pedigree, people would still know who Saki is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
you know, there's several dogs where it's like that on the internet, man, because at the end of the day, man, people want to see the dogs do something. You know what I'm saying? They want to see them do something, either do what they were bred to do or something along those lines. So that's what to me sparks the interest in even knowing how the dog is bred is, okay, well, it's doing things that I like. How did you get that result? How did you get the result? So, you know, that's my ideology on it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The dog for me, the dog makes me want to know the pedigree and not vice versa.
Yeah. It always seems to come back to, you know, that type stuff. What's the prayer say?
I can't read that out loud, but I appreciate it. Y'all look at the screen, you know what I'm saying? Let me shoot him the link, man. Man.
Yeah.
Normally he'd be done text me by now and be like, link.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, yeah, what would you define as yard work? And what does yard work look like on a daily basis, man?
All right. So the wake up of the yard. So I get up, you know, and you talking about the human side of it or the dog side of it?
I'm talking about combined.
Okay, so
as far as you know, yeah.
The wake up first thing in the morning, man. Fresh water. First thing in the morning, fresh water. Get them out the way. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Get them out the way. And if I'm on a 2-a-day feeding cycle, you know what I'm saying? Fresh water, fresh food. You know what I mean? And while they're distracted with the food and water, you know, go ahead and rake up, shovel up poop. You know what I'm saying? Any yard maintenance, glance them over. I have a perimeter lights on my yard, so I'm able to see the dogs very well. It's very well lit even at night here. So just a quick look over, you know, to make sure nobody's swollen, no cuts, no bites, no dead animals on the yard, which is actually a thing, you know, possums, raccoons, things like that come within reach. You know, if they've been kenneled all night, definitely get them out of the kennel, get them out to a chain spot or a cable setup for feeding. And that's it, you know, just get them set up, food, water, clean, and start the day, you know. Now, if I'm on a workout regimen and I need to work them in the morning, then before they're fed, you know, so it's a sip of water, clean up the poop, throw them on a meal, or get on the road with a bike, or, you know what I'm saying, or just walk them out. You know, it depends on what it is, man, but start off the day with clean. Start the day off clean, end the day clean. That's the goal, you know.
Yeah.
And everything else between there, I'm at work, so, you know, it's thug life, but yeah. After that, you head to work, get back home immediately, change the water because either hot or too cold, change the water. Typically, if there's more work needed, if I work one dog in the morning, work one dog in the afternoon, meal, flirt pole, spring pole, slap meal, whatever, hibbity hoo blah. You know what I'm saying? Clean up any poop while they're on the meal or while they're doing their respective work, and feed. You know, feed. Get them. I like to get them fed in the evenings. I prefer evening feeding because it keeps them calm at night, so they're not barking and doing all that craziness. You know, they're nice and fat and happy. And again, man, that's the basics of the day. You know, and then there's maintenance days where we have medicine and washes and things like that. But that's not a day-to-day thing. But this is every day. Get up, clean, water, food. Get up, a little bit of water, work, more water, food. You know.
Yeah.
So let's clean up poop.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm a little wild with it, man. So you know, it's pretty much the same, but I pretty much get in where I fit in. You know what I'm saying? So but it is a rinse, wash, repeat type cycle, man. So you know, wake up, you know, let her do her business, man, and you know, she got her water and all that, man. She be chilling, man, so she just chill. And then you know when I get a little window, if it's cool enough, because you know we in this Texas heat, man. We out there, we're gonna try and get in a couple of miles real quick. Come on back to the house, man, and chill, man, and then you know, just go through the process, man, of the day, man, and then in the evening we back out doing road work. At least that's what I'm doing right now. So
Yeah.
you know, so it's road work. I rarely sneak in, you know, other stuff like the slap meal or whatever. You know, oh, she finally woke up. What's up?
Yeah. Salute to the queen.
Yeah, salute. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It's just it's stuff like that, man. But for me, man, I'm highly active as far as just me and interacting with the dog. So I'm always doing any kind of activity I can, even if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatever. But yeah, it's just a rinse, wash, repeat type deal.
And let me share this too, Big A, because this is important to me as well, man. While we talking about cleaning up, man, one of the biggest things, one of the best lessons I learned, man, was watching an old school dog man clean their yard, man. And I have it's all cinder block and concrete backyard now. But when I was in the South, man, it was just dirt, man. A rake was like one of my best friends, man. Getting that poop out of there, like I feed them, and I would just rake the poop off to the side of their chain spot while they eating. They made it super fast cleanup, you know. Sometimes less than a minute per dog if they didn't have a lot of scat and poop on their area, you know. But now with a concrete backyard, what I do is I have a broom that is dedicated to sweeping the poop into it on my shovel, and I have a 5-gallon bucket that I line with a bag, and I fill it up and I just take it out, like, you know, just like taking out the household trash. It makes it quick, because if your cleanup takes a long time, you're not gonna do it daily, bro. If you don't have if you don't have a process to your cleaning, man, like like I'm telling you, I know from experience, bro. I've been that lazy bulldogger, bro. If your cleaning process is a process and it takes, you know, hours, you're not gonna even be able to enjoy the dogs because you're spending too much time on maintenance and not enough time on the dog, man. Yeah, man.
And so speaking of, go ahead, bro.
So another thing that I do is, like, I actually put it on the video for y'all, man. So like sometimes they poop. And like with kibble, sometimes it just don't be hitting right, so it's running. So I keep a spray bottle or a bottle of bleach in the doghouse. I also got this stuff called Mean Green. It's an industrial cleaner. It don't smell as strong as the bleach, and I just pour a little bit with some water over it and hit it with the push broom, and just, you know what I'm saying, just clean it with the push broom, man. It's fast. All your cleanup gotta be fast, bro. One makes it easy on you, but two, the dog is not exposed to whatever bacteria and stuff is building by cleaning it fast, man. For the water bowls, I got this pre-mixed spray bleach from Walmart. I spray it, let it sit for 30 minutes, rinse it out with cold water. For those of y'all who don't know, cold water helps dissolve soap suds, and it helps go ahead and run that bleach out of there, so it's not gonna have your dog sick with the bleach, man. Cold water, hot water actually stimulates soap suds, and it actually helps stimulate the bleach to stay active. You want to remove its activity level or take it out from being active from your dog's water before you start giving that water back to him. So cold water helps remove any chemicals from your dog bowl before you return it to your dog, man. I'm done, Big A.
Yeah. And I didn't talk about my little process either, man, because I have a 5 gallon bucket outside, and I put a trash bag in it, and I got my little rake slash shovel, and it's like I say, it's depending on the time of year, man. But summertime, when she go in the morning, man, I give it about an hour or so, and it be solid. I go out there, you know, and pick it up or whatever. But other than that, yeah, it's just an easy routine, man.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, man. Easy and quick, man. I have my wife time me sometimes because even with family time, I'm like, man, look, I don't want to spend 30 minutes out here with the dogs, you know what I'm saying, for cleaning. Now
Yeah.
mind you, Sunday, y'all don't see me on Sundays, man. Sunday is my day for deep cleans, you know what I'm saying? So I bleach the kennels, you know what I mean? I put Fabuloso on the chain spots and chain spots. I have cable tie outs, but I put a Fabuloso out there and I scrub the ground with Fabuloso so my yard don't smell like feces all week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But that's just building up a clean area. We ain't even got to building the dog yet. We just building a clean area for the dog.
Yeah, man. And that's pretty much what it brings us to. The discipline and consistency, maintaining and recognizing the yard work, and I like to, can you name 2 yards that you would that you can recognize that really put in that work?
Yeah, man, I can name several yards that put in that work, man.
I can.
Martinez game dogs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like catch guard setup. I like
Yeah.
Elevator got a nice setup. Heart and Finish got a nice setup. Apache, I like Apache setup. Arrowhead, Warmouth Kennels. These are guys, you know what I'm saying? They like, oh man, forgot about Gas and Go.
I was about to say, I was waiting for it. I was about to say, man, cannot forget about Gas and Go. Pioneer the game as far as on this channel.
Yes, sir. And yeah, man, it's guys like that, man, who I glean stuff from. I forgot about Thompson. Thompson Kennels, man, got nice clean yard too.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
It's guys like that. Those guys I mentioned, and that's just a few, man. Like right off the top of my head, man. But it's guys like that. I see their yard. I'm like, yeah, man. I have not even put this video out. I've shot videos. I'm like, nah, I gotta go back and reshoot it because yard ain't clean enough. You know what I'm saying? But that's the accountability. People talking about holding each other accountable. They want to do it through words, man. Nah, accountability is, man, that's a flex. A clean yard is a flex, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, can you name 1 or 2 dogs that weren't hyped on paper but put in the work, even from a breeding perspective, from a working perspective, anything?
You said they outwork their pedigree?
Yeah.
Okay, so 34. It's a known game dog. It was known not to have the pedigree. Champion 34. So this dog openly we know didn't have a pedigree, but still used and still highly respected within the dog game. If you're a real bulldog and you know about Champion 34, so definitely 34. And aside from that, man, that to me is outworking the pedigree. He didn't even need one to be considered like legendary. The rest of them, I would say, like they made their pedigrees what it was, man. I would say like Honey Bunch, you know what I mean? Chinaman, for example. Chinaman, they said, in the letter from Dr. Woods, they said he was wormy and all this stuff, man. They didn't think he was gonna make it. They brought him out and he surprised them, Frisco, 35. Thank you, Hartfish. Yeah. But and that's 35, y'all, not 34.
Yeah.
But dogs like that where where you just listen to the story behind them, man. The dog started out and they didn't think it was gonna be nothing, and it became something. So Salute to all them dogs. Pretty much all the lines you think of, man. They didn't know they was gonna start off as a line. I don't think the old schools were like, this dog is gonna be a grand champion one day. Nah, like they just let it do what it did. You know what I'm saying? And when it turned out, it became its own line.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shout out to Dickie Fox with another One Piece, man, as well.
Hey.
Tip. Hey.
Wow.
And shout out to my brother NWA Connie Corso's in the building. Salute, Big Joe.
Hey, what's happening, man? Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Bushido code of the day, man. Mastery through repetition. See how that line up, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Hey. You know
Carolina Bless, salute and welcome, man. Salute and welcome.
Hey.
He said Champion 35 got his name because he was sold for $35.
Hey, a little piece of history right there, man. Appreciate that. I didn't know that. Hey, salute.
NWA Connie Corso with a 2-piece. Tip.
Pow. Hey.
Let's get it.
Man.
Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much, bro. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
And you right, Brother Big C was right, man. Like I went on our YouTube, man. It don't even say that we live right now, man. So for those of y'all to hear it, that's because y'all already aware of the show, man. Y'all already know we do this.
Yeah.
They shadow banning us, man. Shadow banning us. YouTube stop it.
It's okay, man. We'll come around, man. We got the loyal followers, man. That's riding with us, man. We here for y'all.
And just y'all tracking, man. That's why it's so imperative. If you like a channel, not just our channel, but if you like any channel, man, it costs you nothing to share the content. Because if you share it, you know what I'm saying, that it's grassroots. It literally takes a team to get these channels off the ground, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, but enough about that channel talk, man. Let's get back to the dogs, bro.
Okay. Yeah, man. So, hey, can anybody in the chat name a dog or two, man, that really, you know, and they that makes the top 2 in their list for dogs that really, really outwork their pedigree?
I don't know, man. Let me see. 35 was just the first thing I could think of, man. But
yeah,
man. It's talking about a non-American Pit Bull Terrier that did that. The dog, the American Bully, Remy did that. You know what I'm saying? They sold him for $500 in a treadmill. And Fabian did this thing with that dog, you know, promoting him and showing him in the best light for that breed and that standard. But yeah, man. But hey, Big C said Balto. Facts.
Okay.
Hey, good call, Big C. And Togo.
Hey.
Balto and Togo. And you know what's crazy? Togo didn't get the credit, but you know, Togo did the majority of that Iditarod. Then Balto took over toward the end. I think it was like last couple miles, whatever. And Carolina Bless said, y'all familiar with Mims Carolina Flow? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, man. And welcome, Carolina Bless, man. I like how you got in there and just started cooking, man. But yeah, man. Carolina Flow it was actually in my dog Psycho's pedigree, man. So I'm very, very proud of that, man. And very, very excited. As far as stories on Carolina Flow, I don't know the stories behind that dog. But I know, like, you know, Ritz and Jigs and, you know what I'm saying, Fiddlefoot and dogs like that, man.
Hey, salute Dogman TV.
He said Champion Sweet Jones, I think he won 7. Yep. And Mims Ritz was supposed to have been a 14-time winner, you know what I'm saying? So 14 or 15. And that's one that where it'll never show in the pedigree, man. They didn't put it on Peds Online. They didn't put it out in the journal, but that's what word of mouth is in the Carolinas, you know. So definitely was proud to have that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big C said he definitely remember Carolina Flow. They hated on her. Facts, man. Anything great they're gonna hate on, man. If you ain't got haters, you're probably not doing it right. You know what I'm saying? You're probably not doing it right. Yeah, man. What else you got on that? What else you got on that pen and pad over there, Big A? I know you got some more bangers.
Man, I just would really I really wanted to dive deep into the yard routine, man, and uh how you switch up your yard routine through the seasons. Is that a switch up? Because and how do you handle it during those stress times where you got to put in those hours at work? Life be life, and as the youngsters say.
Yeah, yeah. So for me here in Arizona, man, it literally changes with the season. So in the wintertime, it actually does get cold enough that the dogs need to be taken care of differently. So in the wintertime, my dogs spend the majority of the daytime free and outside to be exposed to the weather because it gets cold at night. It gets below freezing here sometimes. Big A also just sent you a picture. Can you upload that to the thing so I can pull that a picture up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in the wintertime, they spend majority of the time outside. We work during the daytime in the heat of the day where it's nice and warm. Or I get off work between 3 and 5 in the afternoon. So as soon as I get off work, the work starts in the wintertime. As far as food and maintenance in the wintertime, I typically do two feedings a day in the winter, 1 feed a day in the summer. I feel like a dog being overfed actually generates heat. So that's my feeling. That's my philosophy on it. So of course, the wintertime, I'm very, very cognizant of how I feed them. That changes during the time of the day. And then in the summertime, it's relatively different. Early mornings, late nights is the workouts. Feeding in the evening before bedtime. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, get out there, clean the yard, work the dogs, feed the dogs. But that's my summertime flow. As far as my vaccinations, they don't change. You know what I'm saying? The first and the third. You know what I'm saying? Wormer on the first. Ivermectin or Zymetron on the third. I do my vaccinations at least annually. Every time before I do a breeding, I do another 7-way before I do a breeding on the dogs. Make sure they are healthy and they have all the genetic and intestinal and parasites out of their system. But yeah, man, that's my thing. Feeding changes, activity level changes, but the actual medical maintenance does not change. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't have to worry about too much because I got a house pet. You know what I'm saying? And I got So my routine, a lot of stuff I don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, that's another thing. I like out here. We don't really have mosquitoes, fleas, or ticks like that, man. Not in the city portion. So that's one of the things that in Texas and South Carolina, I did have to deal with. And man, like it's gonna be real hard. I haven't used a flea dip in maybe since last summer. I do it once a year, just put it between their shoulders. But I never see fleas anyways, man. It's crazy, man. I guess the desert's just too hot for them, But those things are. Big C put some good game out there, man. Y'all check out that comment from Big C as well.
Yes, sir.
Bobby Digital said, anybody else use lime on the yard to kill smell? Hey, so I use Fabuloso because my backyard is, like I said, it's concrete. So I take that Fabuloso and take my push broom and just scrub it with the Fabuloso. And, 5 minutes and it's just like the whole neighborhood smells like Fabuloso. But yeah, man, if it didn't, then I would go that lime. I also do a backpack sprayer with bleach ever so often too, man. Because I believe bleach do a lot. And if you ain't got bleach, ammonia is something I use as well. I wanted to pull this up real quick. So this was last week's Dog of the Week winner for this past week. This is Chainsaw. He is owned by City Boy Kennels. Salute to City Boy Kennels, man. It was a hard contest, man, but City Boy took the win for Dog of the Week last week, man. Salute to him on that one, bro.
Man, as soon as I saw that dog, I said, yeah, that's probably there's somebody, that one gonna be in the top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good looking dog. Yeah. Real good looking dog, man. Yeah.
Hey, so Bobby did you ask a good question? He said, wait. Can you truly say you have a winner in Arizona? Asking for all the Midwest people just messing with you. Hey, nah, facts. So I've seen it get as low as 28 since I've been here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Tucson actually gets snow. We're surrounded by mountains. And so when the mountains get overloaded with clouds or condensation for wintertime, it can actually snow in Tucson. You know, about every 2 years we get a snow. Like I said, lowest temperature I've seen is 28. But this is the thing you got to realize that climate shock can happen in any climate. And in the desert, the big thing is temperature can shift more than 50 degrees from sun up to sundown. You know, so you can be in the 80s in the morning and be down into the low 40s or high 30s in the afternoon, which that climate shock it can be just as bad with a climate swapping that fast as it can be to be in a climate where it gets 14, 15 degrees or lower, you know, for people and for the dogs. So, you know, you start off, they got a high temperature, they're panting and they're doing these things, and the next thing you know, the sun goes down and you can almost hear the weather change. Whoosh, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah. Climate shock is real.
Yeah, it is. It is, man. That's why I be trying to get out there during the day sometimes when at certain temperatures, man. To get and Sean adjusted to the heat because I'm so used to doing things, you know, going into the evening when it's starting to cool off, you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then we got Champion Mirasol up here on the screen right now. She's the dog of the month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dog of the month, man. Phenomenal looking at a dog as well, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That junk could be cold to put them two together. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Nasty. Yeah, Big C, we can. And actually, 4 hours north of me is Flagstaff. And Flagstaff is one of the premier ski areas in the country. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because what people don't realize is what makes a desert is not necessarily hot temperatures. It's a consistency of dry temperatures, low rainfall, precipitation. So the tundra, like Alaska and certain places like that, are considered frozen deserts because they have a certain level of precipitation that they get throughout the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
But
so,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Would you go skiing? You going skiing?
I go snowboarding, man. With the skis, though,
Oh
see
yeah.
how my body set up, man. I just see people wrapping around trees all the time with skis, man. So I don't know about all that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What
Yeah,
we got
man.
going on?
Hey, that's facts, city boy. That's facts. If you know, you know. And that's one of the things right there where it's built and I bought too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like them dogs, I've seen a lot of dogs off those strands that these dogs are off of, man. But both of these two, you know what I'm saying, they put the work behind it.
Yeah.
They put the work behind it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get dogs that look like that without work. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Big A, what's next on the docket?
Man, shoot, man. Shoot, that was damn near it for the for the building I bought.
All right.
Know?
Well, that's good, man. That's good. So I'll give a recap on this real quick, then. All right. So for those of y'all who don't know, man, we've been a little repetitive on the information, and the reason why is we're building on how do I put it? We're building on the story. So we start off with, you know, picking the male, picking the female. How do you pick the puppy? What do you do once you get the puppy? How to raise the puppy? You know what I'm saying? Now we're talking about building the dog, building the line, building your rep. You know what I'm saying? And the topics they build upon each other. So if you're new to the channel, it's your first day. You go back and catch the lives, and it's like they back to backs. You know what I'm saying? They back to backs. Now I'm pulling that up for you. I'm pulling that pedigree up for you as well for champion Alibaba.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So let's see how he put together. Grand champion Alibaba. Okay, so we got the Hondo dog. We got OTC. Let's see. Okay, so there's a bunch of Holland's blood in there. All right. Bailey's Bingo, some Red Boy stuff. Okay. See how this J dog put together. More Holland stuff. Very similar. X Factor. Yellow. Termite. Ooh, nice. Burner Stumpy. Yeah, man. I see what you're doing there. Got some of that wild side blood in there too. Got that Jeep Red Boy Rascal. Yeah, this dog is a heavy Red Boy influence. Red Boy Jock.
Hey, you ever got a dog? I got a dog show ready off of just kibble.
Nah, but that's what I'm doing this time, just to see if it can be, just see how it worked for me. You know what I'm saying? Just see how it worked for me. We got a show out here in Arizona, May 24th. It's the Howard Hansel Classic.
Okay. May 24th, and today is the 21st. Okay. Hey, so you a little behind schedule, huh?
Yeah, a little bit, man, but it's all good, man. It's all good. The 4-week keep, we still got time for the 4-week keep.
Yeah. So, hey, man, when you went through the whole raw process, what were the major differences that you saw, man?
To the what?
The major differences that you saw.
For what process? I didn't get what process you said.
Using the raw.
Oh man, so like coat, their fecal matter was different. I did worm a little bit more.
What about the coat?
It was more glossy. You know what I'm saying? Like because normally what I do is when I do my keep, I wash them and get them real clean at the beginning of the keep, and then at the end of the keep, man, I do another wash. But in between there, I kind of just let them get dingy and stuff because I want to be just as surprised as the people at the show. You know what I'm saying? When the keep is done, so I do it like that, and then the only time I actually get to see them in their true light is right before the show, the night before. I wash them up and get them all nice and clean and dry, and put my little coconut oil mix on them. You know what I'm saying? My little show sheen that I make and put together, and that's what I do. But anyways, in the process of feeding them the raw, you know what I'm saying, I noticed that their coat, when I do finally wash them, man, all that dead fur and stuff falls right off. As long as you worm them out appropriately and making sure the raw food is, if it's got pathogens, you freeze it for a couple of days. The vegetables and fruit, you know what I'm saying, hold their stuff together real nice. Yeah, a lot of people be laughing at me for putting the Jello in my dog food, man, but the gelatin is full of electrolytes and stuff too, man. So they just look better, man. To me, they just look better, Now, if you got a high quality kibble, that's not to take away from your kibble, man. But I feed Walmart kibble to my dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Walmart Target millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we do. Brother Soul with the bill.
Hey, dog. What's happening, Soul? Man. Yeah. So when did you notice a difference in the like the I guess the fat burn or the shape of your dog with the raw versus him looking good with the kibble?
2 weeks. So at 2 weeks, I started seeing differences. At 2 weeks, I started seeing differences, man. The first week, they actually I'm be like, man, ooh, it don't like I'm feeding my dog. You know what I'm saying? Because they're regulating, they're pooping more than normal because their body's just converting. But that's gonna happen even if you change kibbles. You know what I'm saying? you're gonna see differences and everything. But nah, man. Eventually, it hits like it's supposed to hit, man. And once they do, man, watch out. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to become addicted to it. I like to go back to kibble though because I don't think I know enough about raw to have a complete raw diet and give my dogs everything they need with just a raw diet. So I'm big on the kibble, man. Like the raw is only for a short period of time. 8 weeks at the longest before I go back to adding some kind of kibble to it. Because I'm like, I know I'm missing something. I'm not that good. I'm not that smart. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that smart. But I think it does well for me for the time that I do use it.
Gotcha. Talk of the city. What's happening, man?
Salute.
Yeah, man. So okay, let's go through the process of you getting ready for a show using kibble. How I just, versus nutrition facts today is saying, you should start prepping them 6 to 8 weeks out.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the process with you too.
Nah, man. So 6 weeks. Basically, what happens with me is 6 weeks out, I start moving over to the raw food. So it's a kibble raw food blend, and throughout the course of those 2 weeks, I'm slowly going to full raw, while also beginning my exercises, like intensifying my exercises and getting prepared for the actual work, the real work. Like the longer exercises, the newer introductions of it, the new iterations, anything I'm gonna add to it. I'm just prepping them, getting their mind right. So over that 2 week period, I'm conditioning their mind to the time of day we work, the type of food they're going to receive, the type of praise they're going to receive. They're going to be confined more because I only want them to exert energy when I want to exert energy. So it's just conditioning, just like basketball. Like when I was playing basketball in high school, the first 2 weeks we just ran a lot. We didn't touch the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just running. Okay, then you introduce the basketball. Now we now we practice. And I look at it the same way with my dogs, man. With the raw food, also, it goes from a very, very diverse raw food diet to pretty much a pure carnivore diet by the time I'm going to the show. So, in the first couple weeks, you'll see you'll see like yogurt, spinach, arugula, kale, different kinds of beef, chicken, organs, sardines, mackerel, maybe even a shrimp or two here and there. I'm very, very light on shrimp with my dogs. You know what I'm saying? Just different things. And they're still drinking a lot of water, aloe water, cactus water, and a little bit of chicken broth or beef bone stock or whatever. And as it progresses, I get down to leg quarters, organ, sardines, and just bone broth or chicken broth. You know what I'm saying? So I start to phase out, less and less of the spinach till just down to a couple of leaves of spinach mixed up in the food. I remove the bananas, I remove the apples, I remove the oranges from it, and I go to pretty much pure carnivore at the very end because I just want high protein, low carbohydrates, low sugars to have the dog nice and railed out. But it's done progressively. Each week progressively I remove something or add something based on what the dog looks like and how it's working.
Yeah. You notice a difference in behavior?
Yeah, man. If they get more fit, bro, they get more bulldoggy. You know what I'm saying? Like what I mean by bulldoggy is like things they normally wouldn't tear up, like they tearing up everything. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to work. They want to work. And they want to work longer and longer, man.
Yeah. So I'm saying versus the kibble. So I'll give you an example. Like you typically work Saki on the slab mill, and when Saki gets on the slab mill and Saki's in pretty decent shape or good shape, on the kibble, and he's in pretty good shape, decent shape on the raw before he starts to peak. What's the difference? If you were about to measure them, if they were about if Saki was at the same weight, on both, what could you notice a difference? in performance.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's stronger on the kibble, man. Like when he got that heavyweight behind him. So like when I'm on the leash, yeah, he's pulling harder on that kibble. But as far as like being able to do stuff like jump the fence and run a slap mill longer periods of time, man, definitely I see the Raw being advantageous. So that's what I see. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I ain't doing it right. You know what I mean? But
from the outside, just thinking aloud. So weight training, kibble, other type of activities, you would go raw, huh?
For weight pull, I would probably do kibble. For everything else, man, probably raw. He's just lighter, more agile on the raw. Even his movements are less stifled on the. I feel like the kibble maybe do something to their joints a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's my observance in my dogs.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, man.
So if you could feed raw 365, would you choose to feed raw 365?
Nah, I wouldn't do it.
Why?
One, it's significantly more expensive the way I feed raw. Two, like I said, I don't think I'm educated enough to have a complete raw diet where I'm giving the dog all the nutrients and minerals that it needs. And that's why I would always, even if I did predominantly raw, I would still supplement some kind of kibble in there, try to fill in those gaps of things that I'm missing in my lack of knowledge.
Yeah. That's why I never really went a full barf diet myself, man. As far as back in the day, it would be stuff like the actual bone with the marrow in it or something like that. I would get raw, but I never really just went raw because I never knew what exactly what I was doing to be safe with it over time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of, I had a good example with one of Michonne's little mates, man. And shout out to 601, big time, man.
Yeah.
He did some dog man stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. He corrected rickets on a puppy, man. I to this day, man, like shout out to him for that one, bro. Let me see if I can find that video so you can see the puppy as a pup and then see it as an adult for yourself. I gotta find it, man. It's way back in the archives, but we had a dog. We had a dog. We have a dog named Critter, heavy Nickerino influence, and yeah, man. He brought her back around very, very well, man. I would not have been confident to do what he did with that dog, but he did a very phenomenal job with that dog, man.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, Critter was born 2 months before Michonne and Cosby and them.
Yeah. Anybody corrected rickets before? I mean, like fully corrected rickets? If so, what did you do?
Yeah. Did y'all have to tape the legs up, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I obviously had to change the diet a little bit, but like what was that process like, man? That's a very valid question.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's a combination of both, man. Yeah, and then I think it would definitely be that's a light subject because it depending on how you tie it up, man. Do you use 2 planks, or do you wrap it up and cutting off circulation can be detrimental too. So you gotta,
I don't know, man, but I do know one thing, Big A, that beat is hard, bro.
hey, man, that's your boy J Mars, man, James, man. Yeah, yeah, man. Ah, man. I guess ain't nobody correcting rickets in the chat, man. Hey, hey, there you go. That's some Jedi stuff then, man. 601 a Jedi, man.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah,
So
what
that's
would
her.
you have done? Huh?
That's her after the correction right there on that little tub with Cuz. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You said what I've done?
Yeah. I mean, not, well, your mindset now, but like, prior to seeing this.
Uh, what I probably would have done was I'd use corrective tape on it. You know what I'm saying? I'd have bound them, and then I would have increased or decrease protein based upon protein levels. We know protein affects the rickets, and then
Hmm.
actually access to sunlight as well. Uh,
Yeah.
Having or not having the right amount of sunlight can adversely affect it as well. So there's a
Hmm.
lot of different things in there that are factors within
Speaking of sunlight, how much sunlight do you typically give your pups, and at what age do you start uh um exposing them to sunlight?
Okay, that's a great question. So my perspective on that is this, man. As long as they're feeding off the mother and she's nursing them and she has access to proper sunlight and nutrients, that helps out a lot. But as I
Okay.
start to wean them off of feeding up the mother, more sunlight is added, protein and nutrients are added to the dogs through their food, through their diet, goat milk, and like I said, just time outside to get them the exposure they need to make sure they're healthy and happy and
Hmm.
prosperous puppies. You know what I'm saying? So definitely it's
Yeah.
progressive as I wean them more and more sunlight. Also, as I wean them, and they start getting their vaccinations and wormers in. You know, so I just start letting them run the yard and get that play outside with not just the sunlight but outside air. Even the water they drink. You know, if I'm adding water or they're starting to drink water, I want the water to make sure it has a lot of minerals in it as well.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm looking at the chat. Yeah, like the pro plan, pro plan. Yeah, man. So when they come up off the mother, what do you what's their food? What's the feed? I know you said goat milk or whatnot, but what's the feed?
So my feed is Pure Balance Puppy. When I was
Hmm.
using Diamond, it was Diamond Puppy, the purple bag. You know what I'm saying? But it's always dog food formulated for puppies. I also use the wet or the canned food in conjunction with the hard food, and till they at least about 3 or 4 months old before I give them full hard food. And even then, they getting goat milk and stuff. They typically eat puppy food for me until they at least a year old. Around a
Hmm.
year, it depends on the dog development too. Like if they starting to look like a grown dog at 12 months, then I'm going to switch them over to athletic food or high protein food or something like that. But I treat them like a puppy until they show me their dog. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
man.
Big C
What
said,
you got?
oh yeah, that's a good question.
Huh?
He said, what do I feed pregnant females? So what I feed them puppy food. Like I give them puppy food because it's my belief that the same nutrients that the puppies need, the mama needs to be getting them from day one. I also think it helps the puppies when it comes to converting them to the type of food you're going to feed them. So like with this breeding I just did, she'll start eating puppy food now. You know what I'm saying? Like we just did the first stick yesterday. I didn't put that video out on YouTube. YouTube acting funny about stuff like that, so I got to edit the photos and I get it out this upcoming Sunday. But we did our first stick yesterday, and I'm happy for that. It went well, went quick. Um, but yeah, man, puppy food, goat milk, extra probiotic, and then Big A put me on some game. I'm about to get some prenatal vitamins this time and see what that does. You know what I'm saying? So she'll be on
Yeah.
prenatal vitamins this time as well.
Shoot, I put you on game. We put
Yeah.
everybody on game. We put shit. I learned that at the same time you did.
Hey, look, Mike Dan said
Yeah.
he said I put that goat milk and prenatal vitamins in her food. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. How do you what prenatal vitamins do you put in there, Mike Dan?
Yeah. Save me some money, Mike Dan. Help me save some money, Mike Dan.
Yeah, give us the details, man, on how you do it, bro.
Yeah, and Mike Dan, if you don't want to put it in the chat, man, you got my number, man. You can just text it to me too.
Yeah, appreciate it.
But yeah, man, and then the dime, yep, got that dime on deck too. You know what I'm saying? I believe in that dime, man. I don't use it year round though. For weight gain, if I'm trying to get them to gain weight, if his dog is acting funny about eating food, I use a lot of dime. With the puppies, I like to add dime to their food as well, man, just to stimulate them and make them want to eat the kibble. Because a lot of times, man, as long as that mama's milk is available, man, they go into square one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. It's great information right here, bro. Great information. Thank you, Big C. Welsh in the building. What's good, big dog? And then Mike Dan said 1 a day, every other day. Okay. Yeah, man. Gotta get them prenatals in, man. Like I said, man, I wouldn't even think about prenatals for a dog. You know what I mean? Like we do it for people, but that's dope.
Yeah, man. Lessons you learn. Don't forget quality beef.
Yeah, man. My vet in San Antonio, that's how he gets the dogs to stay still, so he can use they can give their shots or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do shots at home, but when I'm sending the dog off. When I'm sending a dog off my yard, I typically want to go a step further. So I have the vaccinations done and documented at a veterinarian. You know what I'm saying? It just gives me that warm and fuzzy, from that initial vet check that the person knows, that I'm putting more into their dog than what I put into my own. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in quality and service. But yeah, man, that's what we do, man. Take him there, and he but quality beef that you're talking about. He uses liver pate, so that liver pate is the way to go.
Yeah, man. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Man. Yeah, y'all hold on just a second. Big A, am I gonna throw that remix real quick?
Oh yeah, and then
Yeah, y'all. I got a remix I wanted to put on there for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Check it out while we get things squared away on our end back here, man.
Yeah. Show gone business. Not everybody can come around this table. It's for the ones who build, not just bought. Family ties. Let's go. We build different. Yeah. We run dogs, we don't run lip. Boy, we build different. Show gun. Real ones locked in, not just clicking. Name whole weight, cause we build different. Facts. Build different. Morning talk heavy and the dogs ain't missing. Nope. Shout out the family that's riding and lifting. All of this for my people, we build different. Big salute to Big Hill fam, that's your gun blood. Elevated kennels, grinding, rising above. Cooking with soul, real flavor, real love. Solo but connected, 10 toes, never budge. Schoolboy Richard Garcia still teaching the pups. Non-stop and J-Bo, bulldogging it tough. PBK, Pelican Bay, solid as a rock. Catch guard, catching that work round the clock. The UA, Kane Corso, north side, go hard. Whole squad real from the muscle, from the yard. Yard work. We build different. Yeah. We run dogs, we don't run lip, boy, we build different. Real ones locked in, not just clicking. Name whole weight, cause we build different. Build different. Morning talk heavy and the dogs ain't missing. Shout out the family that's riding and lifting. This for my people, we build different. Let's go. Big love to the viewers that pull up and ride. Dickie Foster, front row every time. Salute. Pyrex in the kitchen, mixing the grind. MKM bottoms, laying them foundations right. Quick C, fast hand, sharp mind. Mike Dan locked in like bloodline. When moon stay tapped with the real ties. In the wood, 4, 5, 6, solid through the vines. Show enough certified, you know he gon' slide. Vernon Star, bright light for the tribe. Hemi James, high torque, full drive. And there's plenty more soldiers on this ride. Built from the dirt, loyal to the work. Earn not given, put your pride in the earth. Morning talk, no decaf, get it first. Shogun family, yeah, we blessed, not cursed. We build different. We run dogs, we don't run lip, boy, we build different. Real ones locked in, not just clicking. Name, whole weight, cause we build different. Shogun. Build different. Morning talk heavy and the dogs ain't missing. Shout out the family that's riding and lifting. This for my people, we build different. All day. Big love to the ones really in it. From the yards to the kitchens to the woods. We salute you. Run your dogs, not your mouth. Shogun Unlimited. No deck off. No cap.
Yeah, man. Man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us this morning, man. Thank y'all so much, man. And y'all keep coming through, man. Like I said, Shogun mixtape dropped yesterday, man. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? We'll be going live on April 28th on Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? So when you're getting your workout, when you walking the dog, man, if you don't listen to all the podcasts for the week, throw that in, run your dogs, work your dogs, man. We go different. I also wanted to say, man, if you didn't hear your name in one of these songs, man, keep rocking with us, man. You know what I'm saying, man? We put out a different song every week we want to, man. You know what I'm saying? Pimps have us in the studio working, bro. Pimps have us in the studio working, bro.
Beef.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Because it's a movement, and we was trying to get music for the dog shows to have the dog shows, you know, looking and sounding okay, man. But we was having copyright issues with playing other people's music for our dog shows. So, you know, we was like, man, we do our own thing, man. We do our own thing. We got our own music. We got our own clothes. We got our own everything. You know what I'm saying? Our own protein. You know, that's what it's about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We you know, we just we trying to build something, man. We create a movement, man, and we appreciate y'all, man. Sincerely.
Yeah, man. But it's time for us to move on to the next show. I actually ran a little bit late this morning, man. Big A let me do it.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all coming through, man. What we going to next, Big A?
Oh, we going to the projects.
Taking it to the PJs projects.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep. Yeah, so y'all come check us out, man. We're going to the cookout, man. You know what it is, man. Hey, if you ain't a member, man, go ahead and get a membership, man. You can get one as low as $1 for a month. You know what I'm saying, man? And we gonna have some good stuff coming behind the scenes, man. Yes, sir. Some work coming, man. Yes, sir. How about you, Drake?
Yeah, man. We at 25.
How you doing? You know what I'm saying?
We at 25 members right now. So for this, for the April Digital Dog Show, man, I do want to have some extra stuff for our members, man, because I just want to say thank you, man. Y'all, I appreciate y'all, man. Every one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to. You don't have to do it, but you do, and we thank you, man, because that's the consistent residual revenue that we bring in to help us be able to put out, you know, just different awards and gifts. You know what I'm saying? Every week we're giving away something because the dog of the week is there. You know, for dog of the month, man, I think what's going to happen is dog of the month is not going to be its own competition, but the dog of the month will be selected from the dogs of the week throughout the month. So I don't think it's fair for the dogs of the week to get overshadowed by a dog that just come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to future, you don't have to compete in the dog of the week to even be eligible for dog of the month. And we clocking points towards dog of the year. You know what I'm saying? We clocking points towards dog of the year.
Yeah, Big C say what some channels we should sub to, man. Big Hill. If you haven't subbed to Big Hill, go sub to him. J-Bo and Nonstop. Uh, um, what you call it? Elevated. Soul. Cooking with Soul. Shoot. Um, Cash Guard. NWA. Connie Corso. Um, what's up?
Going Hard,
Going hard.
PBK, Buck,
Yeah. But
Fat Bill, Fat TV. I
yeah.
don't know if you already said Nonstop and Bo, you know what I'm saying? Dog Man
Yeah.
TV.
Without a doubt.
Man,
Um,
I be watching everybody, you know what I'm saying? I watch Rocky Kennel True Game Dogs,
mhm.
Martinez Game Dogs, uh, I watch Catch Guard, CDC, Catch Dog Concepts.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And also, man, if you want to look at
Trial and error.
Trial and
Yeah.
Error, I watch Mr. Richard Garcia, Schoolboy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Genuine
Yeah.
APBT, Bushido.
Yeah.
What's it? Barrio Bushido.
Hey,
TBN. Yep.
can you go back and do the old 7A sports?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
you can catch him on Patreon too, man. Go holla at Game Dog Talk on
Yeah.
Patreon. Yeah, man. Brother Wayne, salute, Brother Wayne, salute, man. And look, check this out.
Salute.
I do a top tens list, man. It gets a lot of smoke. It gets a lot of smoke, but I do a top 10 list. You can search my content for top 10 lists. It starts at 23, 24, 25, and see some of the channels that I thought were some of the top producing American Pit Bull Terrier channels. If you want American Pit Bull Terrier specific content, don't forget about channels. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about that channel, Triple J. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these channels, man. Like don't go off of how we go at each other because all of us go at each other at some point. You know what I'm saying? Pit Bulls, 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all be each other,
Beer,
but it's all information, bro.
beer Bulldogs.
Yeah, Beer and Bulldogs. Salute Beer and Bulldogs. Yep.
Yeah.
But man, a lot of great channels, man. You gonna have to play this part back 4 or 5 times. We just dropping names of channels, man. You know what I'm saying? SDA. Don't forget about SDA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sport Dog
Yeah.
Archive. Don't forget Game Dog
Yeah.
History Channel. Don't forget about Big Scratch TVG. Man, shoot.
Yeah.
Man, it's so many channels to watch, man. You literally, man, you literally can just go and just like get a wealth of Bulldog knowledge, man. LaQuation said,
Yeah.
question for the panel. When it comes to starting your online, what do you look for in some pups that are up and coming? Okay, so I'm gonna say this, LaQuation, and I was mentioning this earlier. Our program for the month of April, we started off with we answered those questions, and I'll give you a quick synopsis. But if you go back over the last 2 weeks, we covered picking the male, picking the female, putting them together, picking a litter, what to do once you got the puppy. You got it, now it's yours. Bloodline over clout. These are all things we covered in honestly the last 10 days on our lives. But
Yeah.
when to answer your question, what I look for in my pups specifically is drive, mouth, and intelligence. The ability to train. They bite hard, and they want to work those flat mill. They want to work the flirt pole. They want to hit animals that they see going by because I want dogs that can hunt for my hog hunters out there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. You know, and those are the specific qualities I look for in the old yellow dogs. That's what that's my intention to put out. And if it's not that, then it's not an old yellow dog. It's a dog bred like an old yellow dog.
Yeah.
But y'all know I like to end the show with a prayer. We going over to the projects next, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all stay right here on this channel, you know what I'm saying? You can just exit out of this video, and in about 10 to 15 minutes after this live, we'll be boom, live in the projects, and then boom, elevated after that, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? Pimps over simps, you know what I'm saying? And J-Bo, I don't know if you noticed or not, but last night J-Bo confirmed it. I'm gonna hold you to a verbal contract. J-Bo said him and Nonstop will be coming on to do Bulldog breakdowns for Bo and Nonstop. So if we can get that in the lineup, man, like that'd be, we'll have a headliner on there. You know, so we will end up having a headliner on the channel. So you know what I'm saying? I'll open up, you know what I mean? It'd be like the Ricky Smiley morning show. I'll open up and we just run through there. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. We bringing on some heavy hitters because I don't know everything. And I don't think any one person knows everything, man. But you bring Bo and Nonstop on there and it changes the whole trajectory of the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, man. Hey, Wayne said Louisiana is coming. But yeah, man, let me hit y'all with this prayer. I got a couple other things I want to share with y'all before we get out of the show. There's gonna be some music playing on this side, but like that's just to build time between this show and the next show. But let me go and get this prayer for y'all real quick. And for those of y'all who know, I pray at the end of my show. It's if you don't pray, you can leave. It's fine. But if you stay, I'm saying peace and blessings unto you, and peace and blessings if you leave. And then we do the Neo Dog Man chant. I say for the love of the dogs, and y'all reply for the love of the game. But here we go. May the Lord watch between you and me while we are absent, one from another. Amen.
Amen.
For the love of the dogs.
For the love of the game.
Yeah, man. And let me go ahead and get y'all. Let me go ahead and hit y'all over that. With this is my personal right here, man. You know what I'm saying? So
beat drop slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never move for fame. Old mountain lines run deep in the flame. Socket brought the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, running straight through the rain. Red digit close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Socket from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second was the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.
Way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap.